Hi there, welcome back. This is Cusp of Beauty Tarot. I'm going to do kind of a multifaceted reading for you. And I'm going to list the decks that I'm using in the description box. This period should span between about mid-August through mid-September. And the first one I'm reading for is Leo-Virgo. Since we're kind of in Leo season right now, approaching Virgo season, but Leo-Virgo. First, I'm going to do some overarching energies for you for this period. Strength, Tower, and the Ace of Swords. Then I'm going to do potential career and finance vibe for you. It may show up as other, but that's what I'm doing for Leo-Virgo. I've pre-shuffled in between every reading. And that was Rider-Waite. This is Tarot de Cristal. This is career and finance. Knave of Chalices. That's Page of Cups. Knight of Wands. Three of Pentacles. Four of Swords, and Death. Interesting. And then last, I'm going to pull a row on romance and relationship. And that is with the Japardize. Like I said, I've shuffled in between, so don't be alarmed I'm not doing a ton of shuffling, Leo-Virgo. Got a fountain going in the background. You can let me know if it's creating too much noise for you or if it's okay. If you can even hear it. Maybe you can't hear it because I have my headset in. So romance or relationship. Six of Wands. So in this deck, it is Swords. Six of Swords. Four of Swords. Two of Swords. Wow. And the Moon. Very fascinating. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Cups. For that, I will also pull a Mystic Moon Oracle for you as it relates to relationship. Everybody always wants more on the relationship. I know not everyone, but many, many, many. So Mystic Moon Oracle for Leo-Virgo relationship during this period. I'm going to pull two. And so that you can see them, but you can't. So I'm going to have to kind of bring this down for you. There. So sorry. What was I thinking? I kind of lost my head. Couldn't see anything. Okay. So there's that. And if I really need a clarifier, I've got my little Rider-Waite. So, okay. Leo-Virgo. Overarching energies for you from mid-August 2020 to mid-September. I think you're going to have, you personally are going to make a push for some big change in your life, in your environment, in your life, in some aspect of your life. You're going to have the courage to push forward to bust the status quo in some way over the next 4 weeks. And it may involve speaking your truth or getting the truth in order to achieve a victory here. Something you're trying to shake up, change, break through. out of your, you've got to kind of muster up the courage, I think, in a way, to make a major breakthrough, change, break the status quo, something that you're stuck with, something that needs to be readjusted and broken down before it can be built back up. And it's for the sake of you being able to speak your truth finally about something, or to get the truth finally about something. That's, to me, this overarching energy. For some few of you, it might be that you're holding back an impulse, which is going to cause an eruption with somebody. And there still will need to be communication, conversation, and a truth. So you're either going to be charging ahead courageously, or for some of you, it's a holdback. Either way, there's a breakthrough, breakdown, breakthrough happening, and that's not a bad thing. And it's going to reveal a truth, or you're going to reveal a truth. So in the area of, so that is our umbrella energy for this period, Leo Virgo. But in the area of your career or finances, we again have the Knight of, the Page of Cups, Knight of Wands, Three of Discs, Four of Swords, and the Death card. So again, I see a major, I see an effort to want to come in. There could be that you're thinking there needs to be an apology, or needs to be something offered. There needs to be an offer of emotion, and I think that your intention with a situation, and this could be at work, I mean, certainly could be a work relationship or whatever, your intention is to share what you really think or feel, and show your interest and passion. And it's going to call upon you to show your passion in an area to build forward and grow. You have to have, and maybe this is the first half of this 4-week period, you're going to need to get in touch with your emotions and your passion and move forward with it and communicate it in a way that gets help from others or enables you to grow and develop. So you're going to have to get a taste of something at work. That's what I'm feeling. You're going to have to kind of express something in order to get a foot in the door, get a taste of something to start a conversation. Ultimately, with the Four of Swords, it's going to have a pause point. So after you get this initial information, make this connection, show your passion, maybe it's around networking, etc., or showing how you really feel or what you're interested in. And then with the Three of Pentacles, using your connections or teachers, mentors to, or your project team or your team, is really working with others to express that. There is going to be a reflection point, Four of Swords, where you have to kind of like step back. Okay, now that I did all that, I need to have an inflection or reflection point to understand a new decision that I need to make. This could still have to do with a certain revealing yourself for a breakthrough and some communication. So it actually absolutely could be spurring a communication. There definitely is an inflection or reflection point where you're going to take a step back and evaluate what you just learned or what just happened. And then it's going to force, or you're going to make an ending and a new beginning. It's going to put you in a direction of something new. So that Death card is, again, it seems to be very in line with the overall energies for you, to me, because there's some big major seismic shift happening here. And after you get more information, express your passion, communicate, build or communicate and touch base with others or be part of this team, there'll be a pause point, and it may cause you to end and begin. Close off a chapter and kind of pivot to something new, which could actually be very exciting. I mean, that's, who knows? That's not a negative, the Death card here. To me, that's a transformation, and a needed one with the Tower. Definitely a needed one. So don't be nervous about this in the area of career and finances. This actually could be very positive. Very, very positive. In the area of romance and relationship, let's see. We have, as a reminder, this is my Japardize deck, so it's just a little bit different, the images, but it's a beautiful deck. French deck by a French, it's the Six of Wands, which is, this is swords. I just got to say out of the gate, you've got 3 swords in the moon, okay, in relationships and romance. So for you, 6 of Swords, 4 of Swords, which you had a 4 of Swords up here too. 6 of Swords, 4 of Swords, 2 of Swords, and the moon. Okay. So the 6 of Swords, you know, clearly is about moving into a better space. And truthfully, the 4 of Swords is about reflection and just kind of understanding what you need, hitting the pause button. So you're moving into a better, more calm place. You need to hit the pause button in an area of this thing you're thinking about, this connection, this relationship. And you do have a decision to make. But for some reason, I think it scares you because you have the 2 of Swords around this decision. So there's definitely this feeling of, you know, I could really be addressing this thing. I need to make a decision, but it's kind of unnerving in some way, which is very understandable given these other energies. There's other shifts happening in your career right now or in your finances. Maybe too much change all at once feels unsettling because you definitely have change and it may be positive change. But if you're having an ending and a new beginning at work or in your career, this notion of coming out of this, you know, moving away from challenging things to something better, something more fulfilling, but I'm kind of nervous to pull the trigger or maybe cut off the past or leave completely into a new direction or really leave one thing for another. So you've kind of put off this decision. But I do think coming up, maybe it's toward the end of this period, there will be an illumination about something that might help you bust through the fear and ultimately, you know, quest a little further on what's going to make you happy, what's going to ignite your passion again, whether it's work or romance or both. You will be getting some more information. For now, it's a little bit of a gridlock. You're moving out of a difficult period, a little nervous to make, you know, to pull the trigger on this decision, or you could be in denial of the situation that you're in. You know, truthfully, you could be kind of blocking off the truth of what you need to know, because if you were to do that, it would be hurtful. Sometimes it's better, we kind of make it easier to stay in a comfortable past or in a fantasy or slightly a lack of reality. This is not a judgment, but we tend to kind of avoid a realistic look at something because time has passed, maybe, and we kind of forget what might have gone on in the difficult part when we got into the calmer state. Now we have some kind of decision to make. So, you know, I got to be honest too, and I really think this is the case. Not everybody likes calm. Calm can feel boring. Calm can turn off the, you know, the brain chemicals a little bit and doesn't feel as exciting. So just recognize if you have a tendency to stir up trouble in your life just to kind of get excitement, there's nothing, you know, again, to judge about that. It's just that look at if it's sustainable and if it's the right thing for you in the longer haul, or if it puts you back to patterns. And here we go, nostalgia. So there's definitely something at play that's causing you to look more positively and I'm not going to say unrealistically, but looking backward with this karmic partner. So there is a karmic partner in the midst. That's why it's highly emotional. That's why it's hard to pull the trigger and let this thing go. Yeah. So, but at the heart of it, you are holding back. You do know that there's a breakthrough that needs to happen and that you do need to see the truth with the sword here at the top, but you definitely are having some nostalgia. So you may not be in communication with this person. And sometimes when that happens, and like I said, if there's a distance or there's been a lack of communication, we tend to lean on the positive. We tend to not want to think about the negative, or time has passed and it's lessened in our mind. And the other thing, truthfully, is if we've chosen a partner that's chaotic or negative to us, It's hard to admit that we've done that. And our brains neurologically like to be right. Our brains like to be right. So if you've made a bad choice, sometimes we justify our choices because we just have a natural neuroscience in our heads that say we want to confirm our choices. It's called confirmation bias. So we want to confirm the choices we've already made. So we might feel positive or nostalgic or maybe even unrealistically positive about something just to kind of confirm what we did was okay. It was okay. So just kind of carefully looking at that this month, Leo Virgo. Try to make a realistic decision that's going to benefit you, both in the area of work and relationship. It looks like you're coming to a head. It looks like you definitely have a reflection period, Four of Swords, with both to figure out what's your best way forward. So I wish you well with it. If there's an ending and a new beginning at work or in career, good luck with that. It looks like you're going to have some success and victory. And, have compassion with yourself if you're feeling stuck on the relationship and fearful. There will be some things illuminating as time goes on. And, with the moon and the moon here, this is deep. This is a deep connection. We don't, it's a deep connection. Just because situations change doesn't mean, karmic partner feelings dissipate or go away. They just transmute into something that we can deal with. So good luck with that. And please like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I hope you take good care, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.